What's going on, folks? ST here, and today we're going to be looking at an RDA from a fellow reviewer. Today we're going to be looking at the Barrage RDA from Asmodus and Thesis himself. Yes, Thesis, a YouTube reviewer. Go check him out if you haven't heard of him, which I'm certain you have. But he has done a single coil RDA with Asmodus. So these were sent to me for the purpose of this review from Asmodus. So we're going to go down, take a look at it, put a build in it, wick it, come back up top, vape on it, and then I'm going to give you my final thoughts. So let's go check this one out. Alright, so here is the box that the Barrage comes in. It's got this quite unique shape triangle box. Don't quite think I've seen that yet on a vaping product. Pretty cool though. Got Thesis logo down here at the bottom, Barrage. Alright, so you're going to get a set of Ani coils. You're also going to get a spare bag of O-rings, 2 post screws, and a squonk pin. You're also going to get 2 different size Allen keys. And last but not least, the Barrage RDA. Of course, you can tell this is the one in black. Pretty nice. It is a 24mm RDA, and let's zoom on in this one right here. So you can see this thing is a little different looking. I actually like these fins up here at the top, pretty cool, but they do serve a purpose. And let me find something to point with. So this bottom section of fins right here is going to serve, as you can see right there, you got that little slot right there on that side, also going to be the same here. That is going to serve as your airflow for this, but as you can tell, or I hope you can tell, there is no adjustable airflow on this. So when you get this, this is it. So for some folks that might be a plus, maybe some not. But on the bottom, so you're going to have your Asmodus logo there. Barrage, have the serial number also. I believe this one is 50. My eyes are not as great as what they used to be, but yeah, that is 50. It does have a removable 810 drip tip. And as you can see, they put in a pretty good beefy O-ring here up at the top. So most all 810 drip tips will fit this right here. Alright, so let's take a look at the deck. Put this on a mod real quick. Pop that off. Alright, take that back off. Alright, let's focus in a little bit closer here. Oh, wrong way, there we go. So as you can see, this is a single coil RDA. It does have a pretty unique style airflow to it, even though it's not adjustable. The way your airflow is going to come in on this deck, it's going to hit this ramp in here and go underneath the coil when it's put in. It does have a very simple style to put your coil in. Not hard at all, very easy to do. Do have these double O-rings here. It also has these little notches right here on the deck, and I'll show you the inside of the top cap. That's where those are going to line up with, so they make that pretty easy. As you can see on your top cap, this is where your air is coming from right there. And the chamber is pretty small in here, so it will give it pretty good flavor. I gotta say, this thing was very clean when I've got it. I did run it through the wash again one more time, but this thing was pretty darn clean. So back to the build deck here. You can see you've got this pretty large peak insulator here on the inside. And also down here at the bottom you'll see these little holes right here. That is going to be set up for if you want to run this in squonk mode, which is very easy to do. It will come pre-installed with just the regular 510 pin, but with your Allen wrench you can take that out and put in the squonk pin. Just be careful when taking this pin out. You're going to have your post it's going to want to move around on you some, so just be careful, but it will fall back into place when you tighten up. Just make sure you're holding it correctly. Now on this particular deck, and this is only because I've seen a few others experiment around with coil placement. I know some people have tried it setting a little bit lower, but it seems to be at its best when the coil is raised a little bit higher. You also have these little grooves right here where you can set whatever you're going to use to hold your coil in place. But that doesn't necessarily mean that's where your coil needs to be sitting at low. I would suggest you go higher, but we are fixing to put a build on here, and I'll show you where I've been enjoying mine at. But pretty nice, pretty simple. It's always good to have something simple. And with it being a single coil, of course, it's going to be easy to put a coil in here real fast. Alright, so as you can see, you want to make sure you leave this channel opened up right here, because obviously this is where your airflow is going to go through. As you can see where I've got my coil placed right there, it's up fairly high, so get a good sufficient amount of airflow through there. As you've seen on wicking, you don't have to be too conservative on this, just your average wicking job. So alright, as you noticed, I did put in the squonk pin. I think I accidentally squonked a second ago before I was ready to go, but hey, that's what happens when you do this stuff. So, well, let's go back up top, vape on this one, and I'll give you my final thoughts. Alright, and we're back. So, I've got the coil in, got it wicked, and I am using one of the coils that was provided with the RDA. Got it sitting on top of the carbon top side. Look at that setup right there. That looks pretty damn sweet. So, let's get a vape. Woo! Let's get one more. This thing, I don't want to say it's a little, but I like using this term. It is a little flavor banger. It definitely is that. So let's jump on into this. One con with this, and I'm certain there's probably others that have said this, but it's really the only thing I could find that would be a con to some people, not everybody. It not having adjustable airflow, for some people that have to adjust that airflow and want to have that capability, you're not going to have it with this one. So if you're in the market for an RDA, a single coil RDA at that, and you're wanting adjustable airflow, this is not going to be up your alley. But hold on, I gotta say, the way that the airflow is set up on this one, it's pretty nice. It's at a point to where I don't feel that I really need to adjust this by any means. I'm getting sufficient airflow on it. It's good. It's I'm trying to think of something comparable to it, which right now my mind's drawing a blank, but I keep wanting to kind of refer back to the Point Blank RDA from Asmodus, of course, but that one was an awesome single coil RDA, but you did have the option of messing with the airflow on that one a little bit. But I gotta say, this one right here, airflow is sufficient enough for me. It's good. It's a hair bit restricted, but not that much. I gotta say, cosmetics on it, I really do like the way that this looks. I love those fins on there. I think it's pretty cool looking. I mean, it'll pair up with a lot of devices and look real good on there. So I gotta say, Thesis, you did a good job on this one right here. So if you're in the market for looking for one of these, Asmodus has them on their site. They've got them in all four colors: the black, stainless, gold, and rainbow. They are going for $39.99 at the present moment here, but definitely go check it out if you're interested. Again, easy to build on, and most single coil RTAs and RDAs are easy to build on, but as you've seen in the build, very easy, very easy to build. And who doesn't like easy? And again, it's a good little flavor banger. I've really been enjoying it. So that's all I got on this one. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Yes, I'm going to say it like I always say it. I got more to do. Y'all have a good one. I'm out of here.